Hey Librans, welcome to your April 15th through the 30th love reading. So let's go ahead and see what's going on with you guys. Thank y'all so much for your likes, your comments, your subscriptions. I almost said thank you guys for your loves, you know, but you really do. You send so much love. So I really appreciate it, and thank you, Librans. So this is for singles first, and then I do couples afterwards. And I've been getting into the groove of time stamping, so whoop, go me, right? You know, just trying to make y'all's life easier. So thank you guys so much for everything you do to help support this channel. And that includes you guys who get readings from me as well. I do appreciate that. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for you, Librans. For some reason, I was about to say you sexy Librans, I don't know, I keep thinking librarians, and so sexy librarians. So, yeah, so I don't know, maybe you guys are looking pretty hot this month. So, yeah, so let's go ahead and see what's going on with you guys. Oh boy, this is already starting to be a fun reading, right? So let's see, Librans, for the month of April from the 15th through the 30th. What is going on in love? What is your love energy for this next 2 weeks? Engagement, retreat, and flirt. Okay. So, automatically what I'm feeling here is in the next 2 weeks, I almost feel like it's you guys doing this too. I feel as though in the next 2 weeks, it's you start to get kind of close to somebody, or maybe you meet somebody and you start flirting with them, you know, and you engage them and you hit them up all the time. And maybe even say, hey, let's hang out and stuff like that. You are interested in them, right? But then I feel what you do is you back off. All of a sudden, you just kind of back off from them. And I don't know if it's maybe something they told you or revealed to you, or something where you just notice something that you're nah, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this again. Maybe it reminds you of something from the past, you know? But what I see here is that you start to engage with somebody and then you back off. So let's see what that's all about, you know, Librans. Let's see, a little bit of hot and cold, you know, but I understand you wanting to make the right decision, wanting to level things out, and maybe even keep your options open, you know. So let's see. Yeah, this is all about keeping your options open. The Lovers reversed says it all. You guys, first of all, some of you guys could only be looking for, you know, maybe let's just say, a very, you know, physical relationship, okay? Because the Lovers reverse talks about, you know, wanting just sexual, you know, just wanting to satisfy that with this person. Now, what's funny, not really funny, but what's interesting here, the Lovers also talks about possibly having 2 people that you feel very much connected with, but you can't make a decision about who to choose. This is where tarot comes in and gets really freaky deaky, okay? Queen of Pentacles reversed. It's got to do with an earth sign. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. And if it's not with an earth sign, this is talking about somebody who wants to make it stable, because the earth signs specifically are about groundedness, stability. Day in and day out, you do the same thing, and you live by this routine in a sense, and you know, there's stability in that. You know, there's not, oh, I feel this way one day and this way the next. The earth sign wants it to stay stable. Look at this. I told you you were undecided, you couldn't make a decision. I think maybe somebody wants too much of you. I think that maybe some of you guys are really going into this being look, I just want to have fun, I want to flirt, I want to, the other F word, right? You know what I'm saying though? You're going into things maybe not wanting anything serious right now, because maybe you just came out of a serious relationship or something. But I feel as though a lot of Librans, tell me if I'm wrong, I feel as though a lot of you guys are going into this wanting something that's just going to be light and casual. But then somebody comes along and they want to make it really serious, and they want to be so we've been dating for 3 weeks. You know, where do you see this going? You know, they want to get serious with you. And I think that's when you kind of go, okay, Maybe gotta back off a little bit because maybe this person wants something more serious than I can offer them. With the Two of Swords, you're very undecided as to whether you want to commit or you know, stay single, I guess, right? Here, I told you. I told you. I knew it. I knew it. I could feel the indecisiveness the moment I saw these two cards together, because this is telling me, like, I want to flirt, I want to flirt, I want to flirt, but all this flirting I'm doing, some people are taking me too seriously when I just want to have fun and I just want to flirt with no strings attached. Because when I see the Nine of Swords, oh my God, does it remind me of just strings. I've been making dream catchers, and I have this, I mean, I guess you could say this line of dream catchers coming out, but they're very, I mean, I've meditated with all of them so much, and they're my babies. They're like literally my babies. My house, my upstairs is filled with huge dream catchers, and I cannot wait to debut this to the channel as well. But so like I kind of am like, I just, when I close my eyes, I see yarn and strings and things woven together. And anyways, so when I see this, I immediately have never seen the swords in this type of way, but I'm seeing it as no strings attached, because you see like how the swords are. None of them are, you know, crisscrossing. None of them are wrapping around each other. It's literally like no strings attached. I feel as though you want to flirt, no strings attached, but some people are getting very attached to you. Well, it's an earth sign. What do you expect, you know? Five of Cups here reversed. Okay. Knight of Wands. Here you are. Page of Swords. Well, you know, the thing is, the reason that there's a problem here is that you may not be communicating strongly enough about your desires, possibly because you don't want to hurt anybody. So there may be an earth sign here where you decide to take a break from them and maybe pursue the Knight of Wands, because the Lovers is in between the earth sign and the fire sign. So I feel as though you are torn between either or. Okay, because look at this love triangle, earth, air, fire. Look at the love triangle, and I feel like you can't make a decision, but you are having a hard time communicating it to the other person, maybe because you want to hold on to them as like a backup plan or something. But with the retreat here, it's like you decide to just kind of step away from them for a little bit. You maybe cut off communication with them for a little bit so you can kind of decide, who do I really want to stay with or be with? With the Strength card here, again, Leo. Could be a Leo, could be Aries, could be Sagittarius, but definitely Leo, because we've got the Strength. Again, another fire sign energy here, so there's this feeling of like, oh my God, too many options. Libra, should I really be jealous should we really be jealous right now? It's like you're crying because you like can't make a decision because you've got so many options. It's a beautiful thing. You are very powerful in these next 2 weeks, and you are attractive and sexual and amazing, and you're like this magnificent, like lightning in a bottle that people want to, you know, they want to be around. You are very special in the next 2 weeks, and people want to be around that energy. They find you very captivating. And see this? Like, people are fighting over you. Love triangle. Not fair for some. Running with sexual, lusty energy. Use your judgment, okay? Use proper judgment. Yeah, because you're going to lose one of these people, so make sure you know who you really are interested in and choose if you want to keep one of them around. Because with Ace of Cups here, it says that somebody here is going to be fed up with the decision, and they're going to just leave because they're going to see this Five of Swords. They're going to see you trying to have your cake and eat it too, and they're going to be like, peace out, you know, I can't do it. Oh, it's the Earth sign. The Earth sign decides, you know what, if you're going to be sneaky or you're going to be kind of a manipulator, I'm going to just leave. I'm going to fall out of love or like or whatever, and I'm just going to leave. Maybe that's what you want, you know. But yeah, we've got earth energy, fire energy. So Librans, your spread was just so wow. Like, wow. you know, this has probably been the easiest read I've done all day. So let me know how that resonated with you guys, okay? Let me know. You guys have options galore. You've got two people who are very, very much ready to fall in love with you. And you're just like, I just want to play the field, you know? So I love you guys. Let me know how the reading was for you. If you would like a personal reading, please go ahead. The link is down below. I would love to read for you guys, okay? So now let's go on and see what is going on with the couples. Coupled Pisces. Please, angels, tune me into coupled Pisces at this time. Oh my God, sorry. Pisces, don't hate me, don't hate me, don't hate me. When you do 4 readings, when you do 4 signs like back to back to back, it happens, okay? So, sorry. Coupled Librans. Oh my goodness. Maybe there's a Pisces energy very strongly in your chart right now, or, you know, in your life. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I know you're Librans. You are Librans. I wish I had a video editing program so I could cut that out. So anyways, but nope, I don't. So we're just going to be completely honest and real with each other. Perhaps even playful. Playful just fell out. So, you know, let's keep up that lighthearted, fun energy, Librans. Don't let things bog you down too much, you know. Couple Librans. Continue to have fun and play, and I feel like you guys will. Express your love to your partner. Go ahead and make your romantic gestures. And codependency, okay? Stay optimistic was at the bottom of the deck when I did playfulness, when I pulled that card. Well, when it fell out, honestly. And then this was at the top just now. So we have this continued message of staying optimistic. Now, with the codependency here, you may see your partner kind of, for some of you guys, you may feel as though your partner is maybe starting to pick up some bad habits. Like, and maybe they were like, oh, you know, it's just this one time. You know, maybe they started smoking cigarettes or something. And they're like, oh, I'm just stressed out. It's just this one time, you know. And then you start to notice that you're doing it every single day. And they're like, oh, you know, it's not a big deal. It's just, you know, I'm just going to do it for the week. It's very stressful. And then it's 2 a day, you know. You may start to notice some type of addiction or codependency starting to form around this time with your partner. You may want to, obviously, address it. Could be with a fire sign here. Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. They are coming up reversed, so I feel as though it is this person here who's starting to kind of get caught on something, you know. So that's never fun to see in a partner. So, you know, make sure you guys try to address it. And it even says here, if you have to kind of talk to their family about it to get some support, it's not a bad thing, because being addicted to something is no joke. So, you know, we want to treat this with all the seriousness that it needs to be handled with. So, Ten of Pentacles here talks about maybe lifelong friends that they've had that maybe you need to talk to and say, look, you know, blah, blah, blah. They're starting to show signs of this or that, you know. Or it could be family members. Maybe you reach out to their brother or sister and say, hey, you know. So definitely, if you see something, say something, I would say, with this person, because the fire sign energy already has one of the highest rates of being addicted to something, because they are just so, they can cling on so passionately to something, and they need that excitement and that fire, and they need that fill a lot more than I think any of the other signs need. I think we all need it to some type of degree, but the fire signs especially have, I feel, a higher risk of getting addicted to things. So to see the codependency pop out with the King of Wands, alert, okay? If you're having that intuition that, oh, you know, I don't know if that's a good idea, you need to handle it, because King of Wands here reversed. This person's reversed. It's not like they even came up upright, you know. They came up reversed, which is saying they're unstable, not unstable, sorry. They're unbalanced right now. There's an imbalance in their life, and it could be maybe stress. It could be stress. So if that's the case, you could try to, you know, throw them a bubble bath when they get home from work, or, you know, get them things that will help relax that tension or stress. For me, I'm a stress eater. Like, I mean, it's not the worst thing because, you know, it's not the worst thing, but I totally understand. When your stress hormones reach to a certain peak, we have to find something that is going to be equal level, you know, to be equal levelly satisfying as what is dissatisfying us, if that makes sense. And usually that has to do with things you can be addicted to. So Six of Swords here reversed talks about this could be something that your partner already had supposedly conquered in the past, but there is still remnants, okay? Six of Swords reverse says that this person, you know, maybe they were addicted to alcohol and then they were 3 months or maybe 3 years sober. This is something that they have had to deal with in the past, okay? So be careful. Your partner could be spiraling out again. With the Emperor, this is about you taking control, okay? Be the boss. Be stern. Be whatever you have to be to nip this in the bud while it's a tiny little flame before it turns into a huge bonfire, if you know what I'm saying, okay? Yeah, this is protect, defend what is right, stand up for what you believe, stand up and protect your partner from these demons. Codependency is a demon, I'm telling you. It's no joke. I'm just surprised we didn't get the Devil card. So, yeah, so let's go to other Librans. That got a little bit serious, and I'm sorry. But, you know, felt that very strongly. Had to address it. I've had to deal with addictions in my life, and it's not pretty. So, that's why, like, I'm a Virgo, and I know a lot of Virgos will try to fix people, you know? That's why I had that, that's why I had that video that said fixer-upper, and some people got mad at me, but it's not cliche. It's very true, you know? Anyways, we're not getting into that right now, guys. We are sticking with your reading, so let's see what else is going on for a couple of Librans at this time. Librans, you guys have a big heart, too. Four of Wands, Page of Wands reverse. I don't know why, but fire signs are just consistently coming up in everybody's readings, and it's like they're not the problem child, but they're kind of the problem child, you know? It's like everybody's having issues with their fire sign lover or soulmate or partner, you know, or crush. And it's just like, God, fire signs, you know, they really are the center of attention. And I love fire signs, by the way. I am like a serial fire sign dater. I really am. So trust me, I know from experience as well. It ain't easy. You know, it's like that beautiful rose, but there's the thorns. But in this case, it's that beautiful fire. We want to touch it, but we got burnt all the time and every time, right? So anyways, express your love, okay? So we have Four of Wands reverse and Page of Wands reverse. You know, your partner could be being very irrational lately. They may be causing problems in the relationship because I do see some type of imbalance when it comes to them. I see an imbalance here. They're reversed. I'm going to go ahead and clarify why. But with the Four of Wands, you may be feeling a lack of stability in your relationship at this time because of their actions, you know? Yeah, look at that. You've been trying to possibly work on the relationship, possibly, you know, fix things that were broken, try to, you know, do what you can in the situation. But with the Tower here, it's like, oh my God, you know, it's like they just keep, in a sense, acting out of character or doing things very spontaneously that can damage the relationship. The Tower says, oh my goodness, you know, what just happened? You know, it's like the shock value. It's like, well, that is something I'm going to remember. You know, like when you think about the previous year, things that stuck out, we've got that type of moment here in the next 2 weeks of April when it comes to your partner. And it could have to do with a very quick decision. Maybe they were bored. Okay, there's some type of boredom aspect here. Sorry, sometimes I hold a card and I realize you guys don't see the whole thing, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, there's like something happened over a quick decision because they were bored and they're trying to satisfy their boredom in a sense. The four, what am I trying to say? The repeating pattern of four here. We have 4, 4, And then we have 8 and 8, so it's like, you know, the two fours reversed are saying that there is a lack of stability with your partner that you're going to be feeling in the next 2 weeks. So have fun. It's going to be a roller coaster ride, but if you've been dating a fire sign, you already know that, right? We know that, but we still date them. It's like we know it's not going to be easy. There's always drama, but there's always passion, and it's always exciting, but it can be very, yeah, so, you know, it's like we know what we signed up for. So when you see the Tower and you see a fire sign, can you really be that, like, oh my goodness, I would have never have guessed. Now, if I see the Tower with an earth sign, I'm like, oh, well, that's different, you know. Maybe they have fire in their chart, because it's not that typical for an earth sign to necessarily really be shocking, because they don't really like shocking. They like the stability. They like what's going to be, what they can expect, you know. But the fire sign, ugh, no, they don't give a shit about, like, you know, tomorrow. Basically, it's like we live in the moment. We live for the moment, and that's all that matters. And that's a beautiful trait. But hopefully, you know, when we date a fire sign, they have, you know, like, you know, a little bit of earth in their chart, a little bit of air. We want it all. We don't want them to see, when we look through their chart, oh, this is in Aries, and this is in Leo, and this is in Sagittarius, and then this is in Leo, and this is in Leo, and this is in Leo. Because then it's like, oh my gosh, like, have fun with that. Okay, so King of Swords, Three of Swords reversed, and Five of Swords, and the Five of Cups. So, and we have the Ten of Cups reversed here. So there's something going on here where, let me see where we are with time really quick. Okay, so 21 minutes. Okay, it's perfect. So, what I'm seeing here, and I believe it's part of the same storyline, maybe not, but I feel as though somebody, this could be a different storyline, so let's just go with that. I feel as though some of you guys, you know, the reason that this could have happened this way, the reason that the fire sign could have kind of gone off the charts this way, or this person who's just younger than you and just very spontaneous and full of energy, it could be that too, it doesn't have to be a fire sign necessarily, but what I see why they did this is because with the King of Swords, here you are, you may not have been playful enough, you know? This guy does not look playful. Like, he does not look like somebody I want to go blow raspberries on their tummy or something, you know. I feel like he would just freaking knock me with the end of his sword or something. Like, this guy doesn't really seem to be that warm. He doesn't have any warm colors in his energy as well. And so when you look at the two, I mean, these are complete opposites, you know. And a lot of the times it can work, but there has to be where he meets in the middle, where he gets a little bit of more color in his life and a little bit of more softness. And this one has to first turn upright and start being more mature. It can meet, this compatibility, it can definitely work when the two people decide to meet in the middle. But if the Page of Wands is being the complete asshat reversed, and the King of Swords is being just like overly stern, you guys are going to be at the opposite sides of the spectrum. You know, you're here, they're here. You have to go back in the middle where you guys were when you first started dating, because, you know, you made compromises to be compatible and together, and then you started to stray off and go back into your typical ways, you know. So anyways, with the Three of Swords here, I feel as though the Page of Wands was sensitive about it. They felt you did not express yourself to them properly, or you didn't express that love and affection that this person really, really needs. Okay, the Three of Swords here reversed says they were sad because you did not express yourself. They're like a kid who needs attention, and so because of you're not expressing yourself and being playful and fun, the Five of Swords here says that, you know what, they were like, okay, well, I'm gonna get your attention. Whatever I gotta do, I'm gonna get your attention. So maybe they're doing things out of just trying to make you notice them again, because maybe they feel like you don't notice them. And with the Five of Cups, there's some underlying sadness as to why they did what they did, okay? Ten of Cups, they feel as though things aren't as warm and lovey as they used to be. So they're trying to get your attention, okay? So anyways, I think that I've covered it all. If this resonated with you, thank God. Woohoo, wonderful, amazing. If it didn't, that's okay. Check out your sun, moon, or rising. And I love you guys so much, Librans. Take care, and hope to see you back for your next readings, okay? Bye.